Ignorance is bliss, or so they say. But is ignorance really bliss, right? Or might it not be better to face that ignorance, to face those things that we don't know, even if it's initially, well, somewhat, paradigm shattering. And even if it reveals initially some things that we might not want to take a look at, isn't it better to face the truth, which we've previously been ignorant to? Don't we then stand a greater chance at an even deeper level of bliss? Because, well, the first place, on the spiritual level, then there's nothing that we're hiding from. We have an open mind. We're willing to grow. We're willing to face things, and that's always positive. But also on another level, even on the very mundane material level, sometimes we think that we don't want something, but in actuality we do. So that's one angle on it. Also, sometimes we think that something is good for us, but something else is actually much better. Sometimes we think that we want something really bad, and we may even want that really badly, right? But then when we get it, we find out that it's not all that it's cracked up to be. And then we find out that something even better comes along, right? So, ignorance is not always bliss. Something right now is being revealed to you, and you may wish to, not pay attention to it, right? Because it's going to mean a lot of changes, a lot of shifts, and it may mean you have to take a look at something really deeply that you'd really rather not take a look at. But ultimately, it's going to be to your benefit. Ultimately, it's something that is going to be very good for you. The moon today is in the latter portion of the sign of Pisces as we're approaching the lunar eclipse on the 28th of September. For those of you who are on the east coast of the States, or in the States in general, or in Eastern Canada, right, you're going to have this eclipse the night before, on the 27th. And this Vedic Lunar Scope is actually for the 27th of September, but we're also going to do an additional one for the eclipse. There will be a special eclipse edition Vedic Lunar Scope. But as we're inching up to the lunar eclipse, the moon is transiting the nakshatra of Uttara Bhadrapada. And Uttara Bhadrapada is a kama-driven nakshatra. It's driven by desire. If we desire the things that are best for us, then we can't be let down. If we desire something that is on a more selfish level, a desire, then quite often, many times we can even get that desire, but we get a lot of, for lack of a better way to put it, luggage that's attached to that, and it's not always the best thing for us. So with Uttara Bhadrapada is connected to a specific entity called Ahirbudnya. Ahirbudnya is like a serpent, a mysterious serpent. He's known as the serpent of the underbelly of the atmosphere. And as we know, the atmosphere has the capacity to storm at any time. We never know when that storm is going to come, but that lightning flash, it really awakens. And the rain, even though it may feel like it's raining on our parade, eventually it fertilizes something which is more beneficial for our growth. And such is the case with Uttara Bhadrapada. It quite literally shows us where we've been ignorant and reveals things to us on a very deep level. The lunar tithi today, we're in full moon Purnima as we're leading up to the lunar eclipse, which will be taking place on the full moon. And with this particular lunar tithi, there's something to which you may be blind to right now. And you've got a strong desire that's propelling you onwards towards trying to gain something or achieve a specific aim. Only you're likely to find out that you're not going to have it fulfilled, no matter how much you might want it fulfilled, or at least right now. And if it doesn't get fulfilled, hey, maybe you'll find something that's even better coming to take its place, right? The solar lunar yoga today is Vriddhi. Vriddhi means increase, but the type of increase here is an increase of energy after we've gained the proper perspective, an increase in energy, an increase in awareness, an increase in wisdom that helps us with which to, or helps us, I should say, in a manner to reapproach a situation and then stand a greater chance of success, or to recognize that there is something attached to a particular event that we don't really want in the first place. So then we opt for something different. Either way, it's awareness that leads to a stronger sense of will and a stronger sense of drive that can help one to overcome the resistance which is in one's path. But that resistance is overcome by a strong level of self-control and putting some distance between yourself and something else which ultimately may not be beneficial to you. If you could use a little bit of help with a particular endeavor like that, I should mention to you that I do offer several different tiers of astrological service, and they are available through the link which you should see in the upper right-hand corner of this video. If you click that little eye up there, it'll open up another little button, and you can click on that and it'll take you to my astrological services page. Just another reminder, my predictive course is going to be starting on the 10th of October. There are still positions on that course. If you would like a little more information, again, you can click the eye up at the top of the screen and you should see some information or a little card that will take you to the page where you can register for that particular course and get a little bit more information on it. That's going to do it for your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 27th of September, 2015. Until next time, please take the very best care of yourself.